We are racing for the transition of the Fan Hockey Show to the Real Kipper and Board Show. This is our Leaf Hour edition coming to you for the next 2 hours. Sammy, you okay over there?
What's going on?
What is going on?
Barney sat in my seat for 1 minute, and there's cords everywhere, and I can't get organized.
How did it feel over there? Because you just did a segment with Mike Fuda
Yeah.
and Matt.
Marchese.
Yeah, it's good. You're kind of on an island. You feel a little isolated, but otherwise okay. Sam, you feel okay over there? Lonely?
I'm great.
Yeah.
I'd have never known anything else.
Did you save anything for us, or did you give them all the good stuff?
Buddy, I got it all. It's all holstered up and ready to pull out whenever something happens.
Well, wherever you're watching and listening live on Sportsnet 590 The Fan, Sportsnet 360, Sportsnet Plus, we're glad you're aboard. Leaf Hour edition, and then in the National Hour as well, coming up, Dan Murphy, Jason Gregor. We've had, of course, plenty of Oiler talk out there. Dan, of course, will fill us in with the Vancouver Canucks. And in about half an hour, we'll welcome in the president, or I'm sorry, not the president. They don't have one anymore.
Right.
The general manager of the Toronto Maple Leafs, Brad Treliving. And one last bit of house cleaning here this hour of Real Kipper and Bourne, brought to you by Bet365. All right, go, JB.
We got.
Well,
What do you got? Pick it up from the Fuda conversation.
Well, we did the conversation yesterday about Mitchell signing in Vegas.
Yeah, and he made the trip out there. They had a press conference for him. Did you get to watch some of it? I saw a clip of him at the airport. I guess that's what they do once anybody comes off the plane.
Yeah.
And they give him balloons, and there's cheerleaders.
You got the ladies there, yeah. I can't say I sat there and watched the press conference. I saw a couple of clips come across my Twitter feed, and relatively unremarkable. I'd love to be upset about anything. I'm not overly. Sam, I think, was a little more bothered.
Wow.
By
It's okay. First of all, you know what it does to social media, right? That people like the split, whatever it is. There's the lovers of Mitch Marner, and then there's the haters, and everybody gets to rip on him if they want.
Listen, I've been ripping on him since junior. So I wouldn't say I just did it on the way out. So
Mitch Marner.
Oh yeah.
You didn't rip him when he was a Leaf.
Oh, never.
No,
Are you being
just
serious?
kept quiet.
Oh yeah, for sure. But watching the press conference, and I watched the whole thing today. I watched Kelly McCrimmon and Mitch Marner today, which was a bit of a chore, if I'm being fully honest. I get the feeling that he couldn't get out of here fast enough. That he wanted to get the hell out of here as quickly as he possibly.
I don't know. Yeah, and
That's
now
the-
you're surprised at that. Or?
Yeah, I am. I am
Yeah.
surprised. I am.
think it sounds like people are not surprised, but affected by the idea that he had it in his head for a while, right?
Yeah.
Four Nations, talking
Yeah.
to guys there, talking about places in Vegas during the season. I think that's what's irks some folks.
I mean, from a fan's perspective, this past year was, and if I do say so myself, maybe the best chance the Toronto Maple Leafs ever had to make a long run in this era. And listen, they got, you can talk about their glowing day yesterday that they had in free agency, and, the Matthias Michelli experiment, maybe you can talk about that. But, to have the leading scorer of the Toronto Maple Leafs talking about it at a press conference now, being like, I was talking to Stoney and talking to Hiller, and, they said Vegas was great. And it's it's hard to not be like, he was dreaming of
Sam,
Vegas since the
it's
puck dropped
just
after he got back.
Reality.
No,
it's just, Sam,
Okay.
free agency in professional sports has been around now for 50 years.
100%. I get that.
Everybody moves. Everybody. Why is this any different? Why can't he be like everybody else and just pack up, play the last year of his deal, and move? Why? Why?
The problem, I think, is that they don't feel like he was fully committed to the team he was on.
He had a career year at 102 points.
Yeah.
Career year.
Imagine how good he'd been if he was bought in.
130?
Maybe.
140?
Sure.
I'm not saying that he wasn't bought in. That's not the conversation I'm having. But, it's human nature. in those playoff games, like, he was good in Game 6 when he set up Matthews for that goal. But as soon as it starts to go bad, Game 5, Game 7, he's like, I'm starting to think about other things. It's like it's close to the end. It's just human nature. And it just hurts my soul that the guy from the area, the guy that's played in the OHL, didn't want to stay with this team, and he'd rather go play for the glitz and glam in Vegas. Why do you want that more than this?
That's it in a nutshell.
Why do you want that more than this?
No different than anyone else. You ask an Islander fan right now for Tavares, it's like it happened yesterday. They are still pissed.
For sure.
And that was 7 years ago.
And I think both parties are entitled to that frustration.
It's just natural, but get it off your chest. Go to social media.
Oh, I did.
Everybody can rip on him, and then eventually you have to move on because there's going to be a next one here.
Yeah, you just said they didn't move on Long Island. It's not going to be like that people move on.
I guess this just kind of confirms what a lot of people were feeling.
Yes, which he never wanted to be here.
And
people did hold out hope that if they somehow had some magic here, they find themselves in a conference final or a Stanley Cup final, he would have changed his mind and everybody could have lived happily ever after, and it didn't happen.
Can we... go ahead.
I was just going to say, to put one defense for Mitch Marner here that I think holds some weight is that when you go give your first press conference with your new team,
of course,
it's about
Best
your
behavior.
new team.
Yeah, I get it.
And it's not about that team. And you want to offer something to that fan base. The way that like Pizzetta put out some pictures of himself in Leafs jerseys or Tavares pajamas. No, but I mean that kind of stuff that he grew up like. My point is, people want to say, hey, I'm connected to this team, and they want to start connecting new fans. So, for Mitch to start being like, I've heard great things. People say the area is awesome. You want the new fans to be like, okay, this kid is, he likes what we are.
Just to have him hanging out with all the players and the wives of the Four Nations, dream about playing in Vegas during the most important season of Toronto Maple Leafs hockey in my life, it does rub me the wrong way.
Okay,
sorry. It's like, we talked about it with Stoner, and we talked about it with Hiller. It's like they're on nickname basis.
You're not naive to think that it doesn't happen. You just don't want to hear it publicly.
I think that's probably bang on, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I do.
I get that. You're a super fan.
I am. And there's a lot of super fans of this team.
Yeah.
In fact, maybe the most super fans of this team. Just played the clip 2, and I have a question off the back of this. Mitch Marner, clip 2 on his time in Toronto.
Last year in Toronto or 2 years ago, really kind of, stuff, we didn't win, obviously. We didn't do what we wanted to do. Stuff started kind of going, a little north, a little south. We didn't know what was going to happen. A lot of trade rumors all last summer. Didn't know what was going to happen in that regard either. And, as soon as the year started up, we were ready to commit and play hockey and, see what would happen. But, at the same time, we're willing to take it to the distance and, kind of told Toronto that that was our plan. And